Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you guys part 38 of What If Tsunade was Naruto's mother. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also go ahead and check out Anime King 2. That is my second channel, Anime King 2. And if you guys haven't checked it out yet, I'm going to be leaving a link at the top of the description for you guys to enjoy. And if you enjoy all the lovely what ifs over there, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and be a part of the channel. And also, I post a new episode of Uchiha Naruto, the Sage over there. And I just post a new episode of What If Naruto Got a New Bloodline. So switch across and enjoy those. And after this, on this channel, I'm going to be posting What If Kurama Gave Naruto a Dojutsu. So stay in tune and enjoy that. And remember, if you're new to Anime King, click that red subscribe button and be a part of the channel. And thank you for all of your help and your support. And also comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying back to all of you. So yeah guys, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So the last time we left off, Sasuke faced off against Amoy, and Sasuke won that battle with not much damage. As we skip to Temari and Kankuro, as Temari was wondering what was going on, Sasuke arrived, so what is going on with the invasion? So we skip to round 2, and round 2, the first match was Temari versus Naruto, as Naruto taunted her for her to join the match. He then captured her in a genjutsu, as he forced her to tell him what is going on, and what was their assignment to do with him and Sasuke. What does the San want? But she remembered what Baki, her sensei, told her about genjutsu, as she bit into her lip, making it bleed as she was free from the genjutsu. Naruto then started to show her that she was no match for him, as he trapped her in a 4-pillar wall, and he used dust explosion. She was sent flying out and slamming into the wall. So yeah, that was basically last where we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. You haven't won yet, Temari said, as she was holding her fan as she dashed forward at Naruto. As Naruto shook his head, why do I keep on getting these stubborn idiots? As he then did a one-handed hand sign, as both of his hands started to glow chakra scalpels. As Naruto dashed forward with incredible speed and cut her muscle tendons in her arms. As her fan dropped, as he then kicked away her leg, he then brought out his katana as he put it at her neck. Not nice, is it? To be so helpless, cannot do anything. Perhaps I should show you the same fate that you show Tenten in the preliminaries, Naruto said as he stood over her and saw the fear in her eyes. But lucky for you, I am not that kind of person. After seeing that, Genma walked over to them as he saw that Temari was basically at Naruto's mercy, so he ended the match. Temari of the Sand can no longer compete. The winner of this match is Senju Naruto. The audience erupted in a thunderous applause as people cheered loudly that Naruto won. Naruto then sheathed back his katana as he walked off, as he didn't even glance back at Temari. In the cage box, that was a very interesting match, wouldn't you agree, Kazekage? The Mizukage asked. Indeed it was, despite the fact that my daughter lost, said the Kazekage, but I was impressed with the way he defeated her. Yes, but if you ask me, the boy was rather cocky. He could have easily defeated her, but he gave her a soldier pill to replenish her chakra. It could have easily backfired on him and caused him the match. That is indeed true, Raikage, said Saratobi. But to be fair, Naruto had the match in his hand. The way he defeated the Kazekage's daughter, that means he was under control the entire time. So, he pretty much planned that all out. That is indeed true, Hokage, but what I would like to know is what happened between Naruto and Temari under that genjutsu. The Mizukage asked, as the rest of them nodded at this, as they were all curious, Tsunade and Jiraiya as well, to what Naruto and Temari talk about under the genjutsu. In the finalist box, when he made his way up the stairs, Shino, Shikamaru, and even Sasuke congratulated him on his fight against Temari. Naturally, Kankuro didn't look very pleased, given what Naruto said to him earlier, and also defeating his sister. Gaara, on the other hand, didn't really care that his sister lost. In fact, he actually seemed pleased that his sister lost to Naruto. Impressive win, Yugito said, as she walked over to Naruto to congratulate him. Thanks, Naruto replied. Although if you ask me, you were a little overconfident when you fought her, especially giving her a soldier pill, Yugito said. Yeah, I needed her to be at full strength, since I wanted to give her a dose of her own medicine, especially what she did at the preliminaries. She will think twice before doing that again, given now that she understands what it means to be helpless. Maybe, but it certainly won't be a match that she will forget soon. As Temari entered the finalist box, as she wasn't so badly damaged, as she glared at Naruto and walked over to her siblings. You alright, sis? Kankuro asked in a low tone. I am fine, Temari replied. The medics already healed her serious injuries and she could now move her arms again. But we have a more serious problem to deal with, she said. What do you mean? Kankuro asked. Senju Naruto. He's even more dangerous than we expected. How so? Asked Kankuro confused. He's onto us. He knows that Gaara has the Shikaku inside of him. But that is impossible. How does he know that? Kankuro asked in a loud whisper. I don't know, but he's more resourceful. He also knows that we are targeting him and the Uchiha. And he also knows that our village is on the decline thanks to the Wind Daimyo. Damn it, how does he know so much? Does he know about the plan? Kankuro asked in concern. I don't know what he knows, but I don't feel like he knows about the operation that we're planning. He only suspects something. That is why he placed me under a genjutsu. He tried to get it out of me, but I escaped before he could, said Temari. Damn it, what are they waiting for? Kankuro thought, as if they didn't act soon, the entire mission could fail. Temari, I think we should tell Baki-sensei that Senju is onto us. No, we can't. We don't know how much Konoha really knows. If we go to Baki-sensei and inform him about Senju, it may compromise the entire operation. The operation may be already compromised, Kankuro said. After a couple of minutes, Genma then spoke. Will Yugito and Sai please come down? Once both of them got down to the arena and they were ready, after Genma asked them, Genma then said, let the second match of round 2 begin. As the both of them rushed at each other, as Yugito sent a hit after Sai, who flicked back, as he pulled out kunais and threw it at her, but she dodged to the side. As Yugito brought out her sword, and Sai brought out his sword as well, as the both of them clashed weapons. For the next few minutes it went on like this, where the both of them tried to get the edge on each other. But Yugito started to get the upper hand on Sai, as Sai realized that she was much faster than him. As Sai then remembered what Danzo said to him yesterday. Flashback, as Danzo just finished telling Sai about Yugito and that she has a two-tailed monster inside of her. Do you wish me to kill her? Asked Sai. No, I want you to fight her and push her so we can see her ability and skills, so that Senju Naruto will see them. So I am helping Senju Naruto? Asked Sai. In a way, yes. But you're also helping Konoha, which is your sworn duty, Danzo replied. If that is the case, should I injure her so that Senju Naruto will win easier? That won't be necessary, as I want to see her face off against young Naruto to see him at his full as well. End of the flashback. Sai quickly pulled out his scroll as he drew some ink snakes as they rushed towards Yugito, who ran through hand signs. Mouse hairball, said Yugito, as she fired flaming hairball in the shape of mouse towards Sai, as the ink and the hairball rushed together, as the attacks collided and poof. But behind Yugito, snakes erupted from the ground as they wrapped around her. But just when the match looked like it was over, Yugito erupted into lightning and destroyed the snakes. as the real Yugito rushed out of the smoke as she rushed that side where the both of them start their battle again. As after a while Yugito started to use most of her techniques, fire style, Ash Cat she said. As Naruto was watching all of this, as he seen Yugito's moves and her abilities. As Danzo looked up at Naruto as he smiled. So the Senju is paying close attention. Good work, Sai, said Danzo with a smile. After a while, the both of them break and looked at each other. You're not so bad. Now I see why you defeat Karu. You're not so bad yourself. Cat girl freak. What did you just say? Yugito said with narrow eyes. I said that you are cat girl freak. I read about you guys in a book where you have some kind of strange fetish for cats. It even shows some girls like you wearing fake cat ears and black suits with a tail on it and saying meow for some odd reason. When hearing this, Yugito started to get pissed, but then she blushed a bit after the Nibi told her that she should wear a cat uniform, that Naruto will like it, but she was still angry at Sai's comment. In the final box, Karu smiled as she knew that Yugito is going to kill him now for what he said, as she wanted payback on Sai herself. At the same time, a blush appeared on Naruto's face where he imagined Yugito in a cat uniform and saying meow and crawling all around him, as he then snapped out of it. Damn it, I need to stop hanging out with Perfect Sage, he thought to himself. Back in the arena, after a minute or so, Yugito calmed herself down as she remembered what he did in Karu's match, making her reckless because of her anger, and she wasn't going to fall for that. Once she calmed down, she looked at Sai. You're going to reject those words, she said coldly. I think not, Sai said, as her claws then got long. As Sai then turned to Genma, Proctor, I give up. What? Yugito cried in surprise. Are you sure of this? Genma asked. I am, Sai said, as Sai had his fake smile on his face, as he did what Danzo instructed, just to test her capabilities and let the Senju see what she is capable of. Very well then, Sai of Konoha has forfeited the match. Yugito of the Cloud is the winner. See you later, cat freak, Sai said, as he used a Shunshin and left the arena, leaving behind an annoyed and kind of confused Yugito. Naturally, the crowd wasn't really happy about the forfeit of Sai, as many of them booed the match. Back in the final box, damn, that coward, he just ran off when Yugito was going to cream him, Karu said, as she was angry that he forfeited the match and didn't pay for what he said to her, as she wanted to Yugito to hurt him bad. Maybe I am not the only one that find this tournament troublesome, Shikamaru thought. What is he up to? Both Naruto and Sasuke thought, as they wonder why the sudden forfeit. In the cage box, like many others, the 4 cages were slightly surprised at what happened. Well, I have to admit, I am a bit surprised and in a way disappointed, as the match was getting interesting, the Mizuki said, as Saratobi just glanced through the cage box as he spotted Danzo, as he believed that Danzo had some part in this. Back in the finalist box, hey Yugito, you okay? Naruto asked her. I am fine, Yugito grumbled, as she was still annoyed by Sai's sudden forfeit, and he also called her a cat freak. Cowardly bastard just ran off, right when you were about to kick his butt, Karu said angrily. I wouldn't be so sure about that, Karu, answered Naruto. Sai is a lot of things, but he's no coward. Agree, added Sasuke, as he joined the conversation. Then why the hell did he suddenly forfeit? Karu asked. Who knows? Sai isn't an easy guy to figure out, said Naruto, as he keep everything to himself, and most of the time that he talk, he piss off people. Sasuke of course nodded with Naruto, since he was Sai's teammate, and he knew nothing about him. Before Karu could comment on this, Genma then speak. Will Gaara of the Sand and Shino of Konoha. Please come down to the arena. Upon hearing his name called, Shino went to the railing as he looked at the proctor. I wish to forfeit my match. Upon hearing this, most people couldn't blame Shino as they know what Gar was like and his ability and also his ruthlessness. As Gar was annoyed by Shino forfeiting as he hasn't fight yet and he wanted to crush some people for Mother to get their blood. Can't say I blame him. Shino's bug won't stand a chance against Gara-san, and he will most likely kill Shino. Genma then announced Gara the winner, and everybody in the crowd was a bit angry that Shino's forfeit, as they didn't like it one bit, since that both Karu and Haku both knocked out each other. Sasuke would automatically go to round 3, so round 2 ended. Starting off round 3, the first match would be Senju Naruto versus Yugito of the Cloud. And the second match would be Sasuke versus Gaara. The winners of these two matches will decide who will face off against each other in the 4th round. Hearing this, Naruto turned to Yugito as he smiled, and she also had a small smile on her face. As Genma then called them down. Looks like we're up, Yugito, Naruto said. Seems so. You ready? She asked. Do you even have to ask? He said to her, as the both of them made their way down the stairway. With the lightning daimyo, he was a dark-skinned man, and he wears skinny glasses, as he had on a white robe with black marks going down. As he looked over at the fire daimyo, perhaps we can make things more interesting. And how exactly will we do that? The fire daimyo asked. By adding a wager to the match, the lightning daimyo said. The fire daimyo looked at him. Well, how much? How about 80 million Ryu? As the fire daimyo had a great deal in Naruto seeing that he saved his granddaughter. Very well, I accept your bet. As Rukyo smiled. She looked over at the lightning daimyo. You just lost 80 million Ryu, she said. It doesn't matter how strong she is, Naruto will still win. As everyone was at their edge of their seats, even the Jonins, because they heard about Yugito. They call her the Hellcat, and people want to see Naruto push to the limit, as they want to see what he's truly capable of, for him to release his true power. As Kabuto was there as well, smirking, as he wanted to see if Naruto has improved. He wanted to see what he's fully capable of now. As both Haku and Samui even came around so that they could see this legendary battle. As everyone was mumbling to themselves, as Yugito is one of the strongest kunoichi that the Cloud has produced in years. She is far stronger than Samui as well. As everyone was talking, as Naruto looked up, well, it seems like everyone is talking about us. As Yugito smiled at him, it seems. So Naruto, no holding back. We should go all out to see once and for all who is the strongest. Yeah, no holding back, said Naruto. In the cage booth, I do hope your son is ready to fight, Tsunade, because Yugito will not be holding back, and she has yet to show what she is truly capable of. Tsunade smirked when she heard that. I would be worrying about your kunoichi, Raikage, because my son has yet to show what he's fully capable of. You got that right, because if that girl isn't careful, Naruto will wipe the floor with her, said Jiraiya. Once they were down there, Genma asked them if they are ready, as the both of them nodded, and he told them to begin. As neither one of them moved, as they just looked at each other. As neither of them moved, the tension in the area was getting to everyone, as everyone wanted to see this match. So, shall we get started? I thought you would never ask, Yugito said, as both of them drew their katana. They then rushed at each other with blinding speed, as their katanas clanked together, creating sparks. Yugito brought up her next hand, as she slashed at Naruto, but Naruto flipped back, but she caught his coat. Well, I must say, you're indeed fast, said Naruto, as he took off his coat. and he was now only wearing a shirt as he threw it to the side, as he didn't want anything getting in his way and weigh him down. As he then rushed at her. For the next few minutes, the both of them fought with incredible speed. To the civilians of the audience, Naruto and Yugito were just simply blurs, moving at incredible speed. Only to the trained eye alone they could be seen. Naruto flipped back as Yugito sent fire a small mouse at him. As Naruto ran through hand signs, water style, water eruption, Naruto said as he slammed his hand on the ground. As water burst out of the ground and attacked Yugito, who brought up her katana and swiped right through the water with an impressive amount of chakra around her katana, able to swipe through the water. As Naruto smirked, he then brought his fist down on the ground as he slammed his fist into it, as the rock started to break and rushed towards Yugito, who flipped up in the air, but Naruto was already behind her. But she spun around in mid-air as Naruto came down his katana, as their katanas clinked again, and the both of them flipped back and landed opposite side of the arena. But the both of them rushed at each other again as they start their onslaught again, with their katanas slamming into each other, firing sparks all over the area. As the both of them fought, trying to gain some advantage over one another. As they fought, she managed to knock Naruto's katana out of his hand, but Naruto got an opening as he slammed his fist into her stomach, not at full strength, causing her to double back over, as she was in much pain. Naruto wasted no time as he rushed at her, but she flipped over him, kicking him in the back of the head, and landed gracefully. Naruto picked up back his katana as the both of them turned and rushed at each other again as they start to fight fiercely with their katanas as sparks were flying. Up at the audience, everyone was looking down at the match with amazement as both of them were so powerful, and everyone could tell that neither of them were going all out. Back in the arena, Naruto knocked away Yugito's katana, but before he could do anything, she rushed through hand sign, fire style, blazing fire, she said, as she spewed out a stream of fire from her mouth. Crap, Naruto thought, as the fire was coming on him. Water style, water dome, Naruto said after going through some hand sign as he spun around his katana as the fire hit the water and steam filled the area. But just when the steam was fading, a blade of wind fly through the steam and raced towards Yugito, who quickly jumped out of the way, but she had to move even more as kunais and shurikens were coming at her. But the last one she didn't notice, an explosive tag, as it exploded, as the effect sent her flying away even though she didn't got caught dead on in it. After barely avoiding the explosive tag and got a little bit singed, she started to search the arena looking for Naruto because some of the arena was still covered in steam. Naruto burst out of the smoke as he came at her hard, as Yugito sidestepped him as she knocked him back of the head, trying to knock him down to the ground, but he poofed away. When she turned back, all of the steam was gone, and the real Naruto was there, going through a set of long hand signs and gathering all the water in the arena. Seeing that Naruto was doing a powerful water technique because of a long hand sign that he was doing, she started to perform hand signs of her own to counter Naruto's technique. When Naruto finished his hand sign, he muttered, "Shadow Water Dragon," as he created a large portion of water dragons. As they rushed at Yugito, Yugito finished her hand sign as well, fire style, fire tiger, she said, as she created a red tiger that rushed towards the water. As the tiger collided with all of the water dragon, as attacks slammed into each other and caused a massive explosion. The heat of the tiger was so intense that it burned Naruto's water dragon to steam, as the place was full of steam once more. As both Yugito and Naruto jumped out of the steam, as they got on top of the arena wall, chakra sticking them to the wall, as the both of them continued their battle. As Naruto smirked as he got a perfect idea, as he slammed his foot, encasing chakra into the wall, as the wall then break, as Yugito started to fall off, as Naruto flipped quickly and kicked her in her side as she hit the wall hard. "And now you're mine," said Naruto as he came in with a punch. but at the last second she moved out of the way as Naruto punched a wall, as all of the wall came tearing down, as Yugito flipped back. Damn it, that was close, she said, as she looked at the wall and she was breathing heavily. As she looked at the destruction that Naruto caused, as Naruto flipped off the wall as well and jumped down, as everyone in the audience knew that he was powerful, but he always seemed to surprise them. Naruto rushed at Yugito, but she jumped into the steam as Naruto followed her in. She was gone as Naruto looked around. He then gathered chakra into his finger. As he placed it on the ground, chakra pulse, he said, as he sent a pulse of chakra through the area. As he smirked, as Yugito came behind him, but Naruto spun around as he punched her in the gut, sending her flying back as she flipped in the steam and dropped on her feet. As she was huffing, as she looked over at him, "How did you find me?" "Well, a simple technique," Naruto told her. "But it's time for me to end this match," Naruto said. "So here I come." As Naruto rushed at her, Yugito had created a lightning clone as it came out of the steam right beside Naruto. As the lightning clone jumped on Naruto and his body then turned into pure lightning, Yugito smiled when Naruto got electrocuted as she rushed at him as she brought her katana to finish the match right here. But the moment she hit Naruto, he exploded in a puff of smoke. Damn it, Yugito thought, as she has been tricked once again. Suddenly 2 arms break out of the ground as Naruto erupted and the debris and the stone sent her flying back as she dropped down on her rear and her katana dropped to the ground. As she then saw a blade in front of her face. As she looked up at Naruto, damn it, she cursed. But she saw his face bright red and him acting all weird. "What's wrong?" she said. As she looked down to see, her shirt was tear, exposing her breasts. When she saw this, she turned bright red as Naruto as she cried out and covered herself. But no one saw anything as the steam blocked everyone's sight. I'm sorry, Naruto said as he got embarrassed. "I didn't mean to stare, Don't worry, I'm a medic so I know all No, that's not what I mean. Well, I know them but not yours," as he started jitter and stutter. As he then saw a black-red aura appear around Yugito as she slowly got up, her left arm still covering her chest. As she looked at Naruto, as Naruto took a step back and gulped. "You jerk," she said, as she aimed her fist at his face and punched him. But at the last seconds, Naruto substituted a log. "You bastard, come out here and fight me. Take your beating like a man," she cursed as she looked all around for him. "Come on, kitten, it's not like he meant to do that," said the Nibi. "Actually, you should be happy." "Happy?" Yugito said in her mind. "What the hell are you talking about? Why the hell should I be happy?" You saw his reaction, right? That means he finds you appealing. And you're probably the first one of those he ever seen out of all the girls that liked him. So that raises your chance. For the next 10 minutes, Yugito cursed at the Nibi inside of her, telling her that she was wrong. While Naruto was behind a tree hiding, as he sighed, "I should let her cool off," he said to himself. Yugito used some ninja wires as she stitched her shirt up, as she taped back out her katana, as she went after Naruto. Finally, yelled Kiba as he saw the both of them, as Naruto noticed the angry look on her face, with some kind of embarrassing look. As Yugito rushed at him without saying a word, as the both of them engaged each other in their battle again, as he realized how hard Yugito was coming at him, as he flipped back and punched the ground, as the shockwave caused Yugito to flip back as well. But Naruto didn't stop there as he created the Earth Clone, and the Earth Clone did a Water Dragon, as the Earth Clone then focused, as the Water Dragon rushed at Yugito, as Yugito jumped on the arena wall, but it didn't matter how far she ran, the Water Dragon was right behind her, as Naruto stood there smirking. Yugito then pulled out 3 explosive notes and threw them into the Water Dragon, as it exploded, destroying the dragon. As Naruto then sent the clone after Yugito, as she quickly dispelled the clone with one swipe as the both of them rushed at each other and they started to engage each other in battle again as the clean sound could be heard everywhere as their sword crashed into each other with the amount of force and power behind it. As Yugito then flipped back as her claws started to grow long, as she looked at Naruto, as she got serious even more, as she rushed at him. For the next few minutes, Naruto started to dodge and deflects all of her claws' attack. As Yugito then came up with a plan, as she swiped at Naruto who dodged, but she increased her nails as she scratched him right in the face, caught him off guard, as she took that at her advantage, as she then fixed him in the stomach, as she uppercut him under the chin, as she pushed him back, as she then came down on him with her claws, but Naruto grabbed her wrists as she was forcing her hand down, as she wasn't focusing on Naruto's feet, as Naruto brought up his leg and slammed his feet right into her ribs, as there was a cracking sound, as Yugito staggered back as she cried out in pain, as he cracked one of her ribs with that kick, as he rushed at her and delivered a powerful blow to her chest, sending her flying back as she skittered off the ground. As Yugito slowly got back up to her feet. "I am not done yet," she said to him. "I am sure you're not," said Naruto with a smile. So, let us continue. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification as they posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. But for now guys, I'm out of here. Peace.